Next year, Oklahoma will join just a handful of states to have what are known as baby boxes.
It's a device meant to enhance Oklahoma's safe haven laws, allowing a mother in crisis to safely, anonymously, and legally surrender her newborn into the care of first responders.
In a story you'll see only on Fox 23, weekend evening anchor Rick Marinon traveled to Arkansas to see how a baby box works and why Oklahoma is just now getting on board.
For many, pregnancy is a time of joy and celebration, but for others, it can be a time of loneliness, fear, and despair. Soon, mothers who cannot care for their newborns will have another choice.
We do have a signed contract with a location in Oklahoma.
A contract is in the works to set up in Oklahoma a safe haven baby box like this one here. They are installed in the wall of a fire station or a police department. A mother can safely and anonymously place her infant inside, knowing her child will be cared for and she will face no legal consequences. In Oklahoma, where politicians campaign on protecting the unborn, baby boxes have actually been legal for just more than a year now.
I promised Oklahomans that I would sign every piece of pro-life legislation that hit my desk. And I am thrilled to have kept that promise.
Governor Kevin Stitt signed Senate Bill 960 into law back in 2021. The bill allows cities to build baby boxes, but it didn't provide the money to do so.
The baby box is not a good option. It's only a good option if it's the last option this mother has left.
Monica Kelsey is the founder of Safe Haven Baby Boxes, an Indiana nonprofit that's working to set up the first baby box in Oklahoma. For Monica, this issue is all too real. As an infant, her mother gave her up for adoption, handing her over to firefighters. Monica herself would grow up to be a firefighter, and it would come full circle when a young, desperate mother who had nowhere else to turn handed over her baby to Monica's care. Soon after, Monica would step away from fighting fires to fighting child abandonment.
So I always knew about the safe haven law, but I didn't realize until I met my biological mother how much the safe haven law really was going to mean to me when I met her. And I got to meet her when I was 37 years old, and that's when I found out that she was a scared 17-year-old girl that abandoned me 2 hours after I was born back in 1973, where there was no safe haven law.
Under safe haven laws, mothers can freely surrender their babies to a first responder. But Monica says the shame of doing so can counteract the intent of safe haven laws.
This is the most profound thing that I've ever heard a mother say. But she said the reason why I didn't place my baby in the arms of a firefighter and I chose to use the baby box was because I didn't want him to talk me out of a decision that took me so long to make.
Safe haven laws came into the national spotlight during the abortion debate at the Supreme Court last year. Justice Amy Coney Barrett questioned the need for abortions. She pointed out that every state has a safe haven law.
It's also focused on the consequences of parenting and the obligations of motherhood that flow from pregnancy. Why don't the safe haven laws take care of that problem?
Monica believes the debate over safe haven laws has been both a blessing and a curse. She says it's caused people to mistake her program as an alternative to abortion. She says her goal is simply to keep mothers from abandoning their babies where they can't survive, like a dumpster.
We've never, ever said that this was an abortion alternative, and nor should it be put out there as such.
Just over the state line in less than a day's drive are 11 baby boxes in the state of Arkansas alone. I went to Rogers, Arkansas, a town that has 2 baby boxes. Fire Chief Tom Jenkins agreed to be interviewed for the story because he wants desperate mothers in Oklahoma to know they can use their baby boxes in Rogers while Oklahoma builds its own.
It was noted to us that moms in this situation will actually travel to utilize these. It's something that in that situation they may feel comfortable with.
Jenkins actually began his career as a Tulsa firefighter. He says there's no reason why the Tulsa Metro shouldn't at least have one. In Rogers, the baby box is located at the front of the fire station. As a requirement, no security cameras are aimed at the door. A mother is expected to have full and complete privacy when she drops off her infant.
Oftentimes, if it works as it's designed, we would never even see the mother. The other side of this,
Jenkins told me workers cut a hole in the wall, placed a box with a bassinet inside, then set an alarm that notifies 911 when the door is open that a baby has been placed inside.
But it's definitely better than a lot of the other alternatives out there when you have a mom in a tough situation.
No one has used the Rogers boxes yet, but in other Arkansas cities, 6 babies have been safely placed inside since the program started.
You know, like many things that we do, we don't do them because it happens a lot. We do them because if it happens once, then it was worth the effort.
Cities cannot just purchase baby boxes on their own. They actually have to lease them from the Safe Haven Baby Box nonprofit. So standards can be maintained. Because the first Oklahoma location is still in the works, the location specifically is still under wraps and will not be revealed until early 2023 once things get better finalized and as we get closer to that opening date. Covering news that matters, I'm Rick Marin on Fox 23 News.
Now, this story is getting a lot of attention on social media.
Yes, so many people have been weighing in. Before the story even aired tonight, you can join that conversation on the Fox 23 News Facebook page.